Good morning, everybody. So, first job of the day, you get customer complaint. I already print out the codes. I cleared the codes, and the only one that came back was the B18C5. And this customer's complaint was the blind spot monitor indicator on the dash is on. It says check blind spot system. And TPMS light is just the because he has winter tires. I just swap over to summer tires, and I got to program them. So yeah, there you go. Quick check is key on. They do a little bulb check, right? That side turns on, but that side does not. So let's go print out the wind diagram and take a look. And on the thing it says unit indicator, not the radar itself. Well, we'll see once we get to that point. But let's do some quick checks before we let the customer know what it needs or any what kind of time we need to take stuff apart. So easy thing to do is we can swap that one with that side and see if it works. So let's go ahead and do that first. Let's pop out, and the connector is just right there. Let's pop them out. Yeah. So these two are the same connectors, left and right. So I can just plug the left one to the right side, but I'm not going to be able to, put it back, right? So that's how that's going to be. I just dangle it here so I can see the light, right? And then I'll put this one on the other side. Oh shit, it's blurry. So yeah, plugged in the that side, so key on, no light. That side lights up. I don't know if you caught that. There you go, lights up. So it's not the indicator itself. So let's check our powers and grounds, because there's only two wires. And print out that wind diagram. Right, so I got this wind diagram right here. So our blind spot indicator is this guy here. You got the ground wire, and then your power wire, and that goes all the way to another page that didn't print. So, but it goes to the left side blind spot radar unit in the back on the left side. So yeah, so we can check ground and we can check power just at the light itself. Swapped over the back to its original place, the indicator lights. Swapped it back. So we're gonna go and check the ground, which is a yellow wire, which I have it on that probed in there, and I have it set to resistance, right? And see, we got about like 2.1 ohms, right? Let me just get a better ground on this thing here. There we go. A little bit over 1 ohm, right? So now, since we know we have 1.4 ohms of resistance on the ground side, we can also check the power wire. So that would be this black wire. And we'll go to volts. And I think I'm gonna need a couple hands to hold this. I'll turn the key on. Damn, how I'm gonna do this. Hey James, can you hold this for me?
Can I hold it for you?
Yeah, hold this for me.
Of course. Yeah.
And then I'll key on and see what kind of voltage we get. Right. Key on. Went up to 1.2 volts, and I guess that's shut off. Okay, so is that good or not? Well, we can also double check that side and compare the readings to this side and see what's the correct reading. Same thing on this side. The yellow wires are ground, and we got it on ohms on our multimeter. And let's check the ground. And what do we got? We get a better ground on this door. Yeah, so pretty close. If I can find a good ground here. There, 1.7 ohms. So pretty close. So now we're gonna switch it around and check the power when we turn the key on and see what we get. So I had to get moved because I was in the water leak bay. I'm in a different bay with an apprentice now. He's gonna be helping me at least. Yeah, because my bay is being taken by my tracker. I took the transmission out and waiting for parts. But so let's go back to, I'm on the power wire here, right? And can you go and give me a key on?
Yep.
We'll see what kind of voltage and we'll compare it to the other side. I think it showed like 1.5 millivolts or 150 millivolts. So we got close to 4 volts and it shuts off. So we're missing about maybe over almost 4 volts on that side. So we're going to see why we're missing 4 volts. Let's go back to the wiring diagram. On the apprentice, I can explain what we did. We checked the ground, so that side's good, and we compared it to the other side, which is the same resistance. The only thing that's different is this voltage here. It's only showing 150 millivolts compared to the other side. It kind of went up to like 4 volts. So that's what we're not getting here. That connector is just the one that we disconnected at the pillar. The 401 is going to be right by the kick panel down here, right here, right? So we can check voltage there and see if it's anything. It might be the the little flexible harness over there between the doors. It might be broken there, so we can also check at that connector. There's other couple connectors we can check, the 609 and the 404. We can also click on it and see where that is, right? So I want to show up. My finger's too fat. We'll figure that later. But we're gonna go and check this connector first. So we want to get to the easy stuff first before removing the rear bumper and checking back there, because a lot of times what could happen is it's been to the body shop and they didn't plug it in completely all the way, or like half clicked in or something. So yeah, we'll do a check right here and see if we have power when we do key on. So while I was off camera, I was explaining how to read a wiring diagram to the apprentice, because he didn't understand how to read diagrams. So I just explained it, how you got your fuses on top, you got your components, the power or what supplies power to the components, and then on these guys, right, you got your pin 10. Oh, my finger's in the way. So you got your red wire, pin 10, your connector number. So you can always, on Hondas anyways, you can click on the view or the photos and it'll show you where that component is and what connector and what pin it is. So if you go click on those things, it'll show you all the pin numbers, right? And it'll correspond to the numbers down here. And yeah, I was just explaining that to the apprentice, and yeah, he pretty much gets it now. And we'll continue on. But anyways, so I got it connected up into that connector up there, which is a red wire for that power for the blind spot indicator light. The reason why I do it here, because if I got power here but nothing in here, you might have a break in between here that you can't see. So rather than removing all that kind of stuff, you can just remove one cover and get at it like that. So now we're gonna go and check if we have voltage over here. I'm gonna go to volts, right? Can you go on the other side and just key on while I have... And we still don't. We still only got 1.5 millivolts. All right, next step. All right, so I'm explaining to your apprentice why I check here and then where I should check next, and not at any of these other connectors, because I would check at the places where is more prone to movement, right? Like say the door jamb here, or like in the back bumper where it's body shop, something hits it or something, stuff like that, or more prone to damage. That's where I would check next. Like say where these other connectors are, see where it is. Usually nothing really happens under there unless there's a water leak or something. Then I would check there, but I would remove the rear bumper and check that corner and see if if any repairs have been done from like a body shop or something. So we're gonna remove that back bumper and take a look, and we can also check power there.
Just most vulnerable.
Yeah, most vulnerable to like things, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's somewhere in there, you don't really see much damage or broken wire or something, but showing that there's some voltage there and it's moving as you turn on the car. It's yeah, there's something there. It's just either high resistance or something's causing it to not get enough power to that light to turn it on. So yeah, anyways, we'll start by taking the rear bumper off. I want to check the pin in there because my eyes are terrible, but my camera can zoom in pretty close and they look pretty tight. And it's supposed to be that top second one. You can see the two prongs in there. Alright, so I don't think we have a bad pin fitment. If you're all wondering, just in case, right? you can
back probe it, and no connection or no power, but it might just be a bad pin fitment. But it doesn't look like it's a bad pin fitment in the shoe. I think it's just a bad radar. So that's it. All right, so I got it probed into the blind spot monitor, the red wire, and can you turn the key on? Yeah, we're still getting that 1.5 millivolts. So looks like we just need a blind spot monitor or radar unit. You turn the key off, key on. Key on. Cycle the key on? Yeah, we don't have that 4 volts like the other side does. Okay, we'll just we'll order a new radar unit. But now it's not up to the customer if they want to do it or not. So hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. By the way, this is a Honda Odyssey 2017.